Chances are you or a loved one were negatively impacted by a missile rat. Despite its declining numbers, experts say that only 1 in 10 builds in ranked PvP are rats. But that's not good enough for us. Our goal is to reduce that number to 0 for you and a better tomorrow. To achieve this, we use top-of-the-line rapid-fire weaponry, equipped to our RCs, also known as rat catchers. From 1.0 to 2.0, you will not be disappointed with the results. Our mission is to take back the skies in order to see the beautiful blues with no rats in sight. Rest easy, knowing that RCs are always on the hunt.
Remember when players said that missile rats are no longer a thing? Yeah, right. Wishful thinking. They're still around, and so is the rat catcher to balance things out. I am so excited to be showcasing version 2.0. The rat catcher has really become the channel mascot. It's also what put my Armored Core 6 videos on everyone's radar. I'm very grateful for that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Yikes, not my greatest damage trade-off, but I'll take it. And they're losing elevation, so I gotta take advantage of this while I still can. And I'm not gonna lie, I kinda miss hunting these guys down. Something about being able to go full aggro while they desperately try to escape your rain of fire just feels good. Like right now, and they just drop like a fly. Rinse and repeat, I guess. I gotta say too, the version 2.0 of the rat catcher has been a lot of fun. The reverse joint legs give you a free jump dodge, and you could close the distance with the kick, which I'm not going to risk here, because if they bust out the hammer when I do that, it's just free damage for them. I'm going to wait here a bit while they waste some energy, and now it's time to just rip them apart. Oh, no you don't. If you want to dodge the plasma thrower like that, simply orbit them like the sun and quick boost dodge in either direction. Let me get back up there real quick. Oh, good read. I did not see that one coming. Hope you're not getting too comfortable up there. Let's resume where we left off, shall we? God, imagine if we had laser Gatling guns. Oh, that'd be so sick. Maybe for a 3.0, who knows? In the future, if they ever drop something like that. Oh, that's a lot of damage. People wonder why I went with a super heavyweight with the 1.0. Literally for this reason, being able to take all the hits in order to keep up the suppressive fire. I will say, 2.0 has just enough defense and AP to hang in there. Oh no, this might be the scariest missile kite that I've come across. And I'm not exaggerating, I have faced so many in each rank. It's usually your standard lightweight that chips away at you, but this thing is rocking an earshot and coral missiles, which means they pack quite the punch, on top of chipping away. I mean, look, they're already getting a head start. But I can melt them just as quickly, if not quicker. I am immediately reminded why I can't stand kites, but in a rare case like this, where it's a game of cat and mouse and I'm literally the cat and they're the mouse, I gotta commit and go all in on the hunt. Let's do this. I think them prematurely staggering me saved me from being nuked by those coral missiles. Oh, you messed up. Come on, one stagger. I just gotta stagger them one time, and they're done for. Oh, I'm so close. No. No! Damn it! Who hurt you, seriously? Who comes up with a build like this? Normal kites are bad enough. they focus entirely on ship damage. This thing is packing on some serious firepower, something that you really don't even need. You know, in a way I kind of, never mind. I was going to give you some props, but you just wanted to hit me with the earshot right out the gate? Nah, I cannot let that stand. This is the worst kind of forecast. It's raining bullets and explosives. I hate this so much. Just go down already. Okay, most of my shots connected. That's good. Would have been better if I was even closer. That earshot is driving me nuts. I dodged the missiles, but the grenade cannon greets me in full swing. Oh, no, you don't. You are not getting away. Not this time. I am ending this right here and now. Whew, I love the reverse joint kick. It is a kangaroo kick that homes in on your opponent's face. Yes, my blood is boiling right now. Can you tell? If this was any other kite build out there, this would not be such a big deal. But I found the one person who decided to pack on some weapons that can do damage. This should be illegal. I'm calling a from after this. I'm going to tell them to ban any kite that decides to equip an earshot on the spot, if not while they're in the garage. No person should have to endure this kind of torture. No, I got hit right before the pulse armor kicked in. Oh, this sucks. No, I could still win this. I got this. Come on. Just get staggered, you son of a gun. I would have lost if I dodged over there. But now, you join the rest of them. All things considered, good game. Any other kite? Easy mode for my build. This abomination, a little more difficult. What ridiculous name does this meta build have again? I've seen it all over the leaderboards and in ranked. The name escapes me. Doesn't matter. I'm also going to prove that this iteration of the rat catcher can keep up with builds outside of kites and rats. Not that 1.0 can't, but I'll admit that some builds just give that one a hard time, and this has been proving to be a lot more versatile. And oh, I cannot wait to pop that shield with these pulse cannons. That is one reason why I switched to them. You need to have something that can easily bypass shields nowadays. Oh, I thought that was assault armor for a second. I have faced so many players that run it that I have a knee-jerk reaction to dodge whenever my opponent uses their expansion, regardless of what it is. Yeah, my loadout is the worst nightmare for a shield user. Especially because none of my weapons give the lock-on warning, so they can't rely on that to time their parries. It's entirely up to their judgment call, which leaves a lot of room for error. And even then, my weapons just destroy that shield like a hot knife through butter. Granted, I'm not being as aggressive because I'm being more conservative with how often I use the pulse cannons. I don't want to overheat them. Gotta make sure that I have them ready to go when they're staggered to do as much damage as possible. You could easily cut them down to less than half health in one burst. It's insane. See what I mean? You gotta have some kind of self-control with this build. Whereas Ratcatcher 1.0, you can go trigger happy the entire time with little to no consequence. And seriously, you think you can run from me? Do you know who I am? Well-timed pulse armor that could have ended it, but it doesn't matter. Hot knife through butter, remember? These kinds of builds do not stand a chance. I know this shoddy is getting a lot of hype because of tournament play, but I still think if you're going to run dual shotguns, it might as well be Zimmerman. It's simply more consistent, even with the downtime between shots. Did they just try to snipe me from the starting point with the shotgun? You would think they have an earshot or something. What was with that preemptive strike? What were you hoping to accomplish? Oh, and 4 homing missiles. That's going to be fun to deal with. I'm going to have to be super evasive, even more than usual, which, again, is a great reason why I'm sporting reverse joint legs for a build like this. It just occurred to me, homing missiles are practically the Ratcatcher in missile form, always pursuing the enemy but at a slower and steadier pace. Hold up, what is that launch speed? I need to take a moment to process what just happened. Whenever I use homing missiles at close range, it takes forever for them to make a U-turn. And right now, you're telling me you can launch them at point blank in unison, and they can pounce you all at once with the most ridiculous launch speed I've ever seen, and they can blindside you as is, but to see them come at you at once is the most terrifying thing in the game so far. It felt like I was on the wrong side of Rubicon, and I was getting jumped. Here, hold these bullets for me. Try to traumatize me with missiles. Not while I'm using this AC, you won't. Well, I can see why they're not using the Zimmerman now. It's just so much easier for them to quick fire with those shotties. At the same time, why not just use rifles or linear rifles? You get free chip damage from range, and with the charged attacks, you can get free staggers much more frequently than what they're running. Granted, those homing missiles were probably the scariest thing about the build. Okay, a dual melee build like this one, I can understand not running the Zimmerman, because if you have few ranged weapons, you want to make sure they're ones that have as little downtime as possible between attacks. So I get it. I didn't get quite a good look at what they were using, though. I think I saw the laser dagger with something else. I guess I'll find out here in a second regardless. Okay, it's the laser blade. Good to know. Now that I think about it, the laser blade coupled with the dagger seems like a solid combination on paper, at least, with how often you can use the melee attacks and for different reaches. Maybe I should try something like this out and play more passively against it, though. Who am I kidding? Oh, okay, I immediately regret my decision. But seriously, who am I kidding? This is the Ratcatcher. You have to commit to an aggressive playstyle no matter what. Even if that means I have to kangaroo kick a laser blade head on. Everyone knows this is rat catching 101. See what happens when you turn your back on your opponent? Or you learn the hard way, because it really is the constant pressure that makes the build shine. Oh, why are you lagging? You're losing, and yup, you're lagging. Do not tell me you're doing what I think you're doing. It is never worth it, please. Oh, and you're standing in place. That means you're trying to disconnect. Oh, I hope that wasn't an attempt at lag switching, but it seemed way too convenient. It's always when they're about to lose. 1 year ago today, I posted a video showing off the Ratcatcher in all of its glory, and you all really liked it. Thank you so much for your support. It really does mean a lot to me. And ever since, I've been brainstorming a Ratcatcher 2.0, and here is the final outcome. The most obvious deviation is the lack of shoulder Gatling cannon. Sorry, purists, but the pulse cannons just melt pretty much everything. You get a lot more favorable matchups. Then I went with a core that takes full advantage of the coral generator, so there's less downtime, and I replaced the parachute pants. Even though I do like those heavy legs, having a free jump dodge that doesn't interfere while you're firing, unlike with quick boosting, is just a great advantage for you. With this kind of a loadout, it's only beneficial. I hope you try this out for yourself. Share code in the description. And as always, if you enjoyed this, please be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Till next time, take care.